Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today is number 9 of the challenge that we're going to be turning 1000 USDT into 1 million USDT. So let's just dive right into it, guys. So we see here absolutely green candles for Bitcoin and breaking an all-time high. So that's amazing news, guys. And I just want to congratulate anyone who held here, and anyone who didn't sell and panic sold at this downtrend, because Bitcoin reversed and broke an all-time high, and that's what Bitcoin will continue doing forever. Of course, it will have pullbacks, will have throwdowns, but eventually it will continue going up. So when it comes down to our challenge, it's been going great. We are up dramatically, and that's because we have leverage. And if you're not familiar with leverage, guys, I will leave 2 videos in the description that you can go and check them out and understand more how leverage works. And please do that before you're considering um, starting something like this or copy trading me, because you can also copy trade my strategy bot and make another 1000x with your capital. I will also leave a link in the description on how you can copy the strategy, and please keep in mind that none of this is financial advice. So do your own research if you're going to follow this with me on this channel. But I'm very positive we're going to hit this 1000x with Bitcoin. It's going to take time, but it's going to happen. And we're going to compound, we're going to use leverage to do that, and also the miracle of compounding. Okay, so we see that the liquidation price is $93,000, and I soon plan to put some extra margin so we can drop this liquidation price just to have more room for Bitcoin price to drop even further before we consider taking like stop loss or something like this, which I believe that Bitcoin will start having drops after the bull run. But small drops also can occur, like small corrections like this can occur. So we have to also have a room between the actual price of Bitcoin and our liquidation price. So right now, for example, the liquidation price is 993,000, 93.3 thousand. So it's sitting at minus 16% almost. I want to put some more margin to go like minus 20% maybe, or maybe minus 20% is a good one in a bull market. Maybe we can go to minus 30% just to be sure that we never get liquidated. So I will update you, of course, as we go. Okay. And I also soon will change the grid range. We'll update it because price continue going up here towards the upper limit, and we will change that. Okay. So let's just compound our profits once again. Reinvest. And here we are, we invested the profits. So let's go and track them. Okay, today is 22nd of May, and our total equity sits at 1605. Profit 137. Zero extra margin 93,3057. And we are almost 86%, not almost, we are 86% up in our deposits. So total deposits is 862,000, not thousand, sorry, 100. And we are almost at 2x with that. Okay. Um, so I'm very happy for this. Total equity, as I said, 1605. Amount compounded, it's this one, this one, minus this one. Oops. And that's it, guys. That's amazing. I will also calculate the percentage. I will put a function to calculate the percentage. But yeah, we compounded and it's going great. So let's just dive right into some news, guys. Binance founder CZ says he feels sorry for those who sold Bitcoin at 77,000. One thing I want to address, guys, is that almost everyone, like 95% of people, 99% of people, they panic sell, and when price goes down, they sell here and they destroy their capital. And they end up buying here. And then we see something like this, they panic and they sell, and we see something like this because there is more sell pressure from those that they bought here and they panicked. So why are you doing something like this to yourself, especially if you have an asset like Bitcoin that it's very in very early stages and it will continue going up forever. So every pullback is an opportunity to buy, not an opportunity to sell. So please readjust your method if you want to be profitable in this trading game. And of course, not to use high leverage. Like anything above 10x is extremely risky. And of course, do your own research if you use leverage. Otherwise, you will get wrecked and you will lose all your money in pullbacks like this. So if you see like Bitcoin here had a pullback of 32%. So if if your liquidation price cannot withstand something like this, you get wrecked, guys. So make sure you never use extreme risk, extreme leverage if you don't know what you're doing. And make sure you always have extra margin um, to protect you and lower the liquidation price. Okay. And when is fear in the market, that's the best times to buy. And when is greed in the market, as of right now, we see greed in the market, it's best to start selling and taking some profits. Again, I believe that Bitcoin will continue going up, but in the short term and mid term, you can just taking some small profits. Okay, I'm going to always compound the profits and not withdraw them, which is going to be a bit more risky. But I will always make sure I have more money left to put as margin, so we're gonna withstand these drops in the short term. Okay, because let's say that Bitcoin goes like this to 140 or 160 and then drops to 140. So what are you going to do there if you don't have margin to withstand the 15% correction, which is healthy correction, the bull run? That's what I'm talking about. So make sure to pay attention because these things can withdraw and can destroy all your money. Okay. Now, Senator Cynthia Lummis says Americans are ready to upgrade ourselves reserves, sorry, from gold to Bitcoin. And there was a study that took place in 3,000, I think, Americans, that 4 out of 5 Americans are ready to swap some gold for Bitcoin. So that's extremely bullish, guys. And I'm very excited what lies ahead for Bitcoin. Bitcoin ETFs have bought $1.69 billion worth of Bitcoin in the last 5 days. That's amazing. And No one pays attention. If you check the statistics for Bitcoin search on Google, it's in extremely low and no one is paying attention for it. And these big guys are accumulating while no one is paying attention. So we will have some great days ahead of us with also some great corrections ahead of us. So please be careful. Another huge news is that Russia, which was against Bitcoin and banned Bitcoin, was so against Bitcoin, just introduced a bill classifying Bitcoin as property. Can you just imagine these guys? These guys are against Bitcoin, and right now they are introducing it as property. Just take a moment to understand what's going on. Okay. Billionaire A Dalio have Bitcoin to protect my portfolio. So just imagine as well if everyone who is a billionaire, which is around 2,000 people, I think, worldwide, decides to buy 1 million or $5 million of Bitcoin. It's going to be to skyrocket the price. Okay. And there will not be any Bitcoin left. For them to do that, they would have to pay so much money to get 1 Bitcoin. So that's good for us, right? But we have also already exposure in Bitcoin. 110K not the retail buyer side. That's what I'm talking about. That retailers and normal people still don't pay attention to Bitcoin. They will start paying attention to Bitcoin later this year when prices more towards to the all-time high, and then they pull back. Like maybe they start paying attention here in November, and we see something like this, or they start paying attention later or something like this, and then but they will still have missed all of this stuff, and there will still be people that will buy here, and then they will say that Bitcoin is a scam. So who is about to be blamed after that? You know what I mean? So yeah, um, exciting stuff for us ahead of us. Restart put that author says the Fed held an auction for US bonds and no one showed up. Predicts Bitcoin to hit 500,000 to 1 million. I don't know if that price will be hit in this bull cycle, this bull market. Everything is possible, but everything that also he said here is true. So let's see. And that's it for today, guys. I still believe Bitcoin will continue in price discovery with consolidation phases, pullbacks, and will continue going up. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow on the next one. And if you like that type of content, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment because it helps this channel to grow. And of course, you can go and check out my strategy. I will leave a link in the description if you want to follow it. Thank you, guys.